If you've ever competed in a hackathon, you'll know that time is of the essence. That's why today, I'm going to be showcasing a couple of scripts I've written to jumpstart your hackathon projects. Now, if you don't know what a hackathon is, it's a timed programming competition, typically about 24 hours, where teams must create a project based on a given theme. In my experiences, my teams have leaned towards creating Django websites. The first time we had built one, it took probably close to 2 to 3 hours to set up the project. Even now, it still takes 20 to 30 minutes just entering commands to set everything up, and that doesn't even include installing Tailwind CSS or daisyUI, both very useful tools for styling. The scripts I've written are incredibly simple to install, but there are a couple of prerequisites to have before trying to run the script. The first is UV for our virtual environment, and the second is Node.js and npm. Both of these will be linked in the description. Our first script is the regular Django script. The first thing you'll need to do is clone down the script or copy it from the GitHub to a .sh file. For this demonstration, I'll just be cloning it down. The next thing to do is to give the file execution permissions by running this command. The next thing and last thing we have to do is run the script. To do this, we'll do /django.sh, and we're gonna run it in the test folder. So we're gonna add /test afterwards so that it runs in there. And as you'll see, it's installing all the packages, and then if we control click, it'll bring us to our website. Now, if you go to /account/login, you'll see that there is a built-in login and sign-up page, but these are not fully functioning as of yet. They will, however, be functioning in the near future. Our second script is basically the same thing as the first one, except for it installs Tailwind and daisyUI. We'll follow the same steps by giving the file execution permissions and then running the script, and once again we'll be running it in our test directory. It does take slightly longer to run due to having to install all of the style assets, but it still isn't as long as it would take to manually do it. Once the script is complete, we'll need to manually start the site. To do this, we'll do npm run dev in our first terminal, and then we'll go into a second window and we'll do uv run manage.py run server. Now, if we go to /account/login again, we'll see that our daisyUI is working as expected. We have a theme. You see that we have a check for if Tailwind's working, as well as a check for if daisyUI is working. And now you're all set up to do whatever you need with daisyUI. These scripts were not created so that you don't have to do the work, and that's why the final result is fairly bare bones. They were created though so that you can save crucial time during competitions by automating this somewhat tedious setup process. If this video helped you, please feel free to like and subscribe for more, and I hope your competitions go well.